Hi, this is Ken. I'm from Tokyo. I'm a Tokyo local. I was born and raised up in this country, so I speak Japanese as my first language, and I'm learning English as a foreign language. So as part of my English practice, I thought sharing my knowledge about Japanese might be interesting. Um, to So I'm actually thinking of doing a series of videos where I will teach or explain modern Japanese expressions and words that only native speakers in Tokyo use on a regular basis. Um, there are always new words and slang words that only native speakers use, and that may not have any entries in authentic dictionaries just yet. As a foreign language learner, as for you as a Japanese learner, it may not make much sense to um, spend too much time on these slang words because you're not going to use these in a real conversation. Well, of course, it's perfectly okay to use any of them if you dare. It would be awkward or funny, as a foreign language speaker to use slang word. It may have a good, how can I say, effect, to spice things up. Native speakers would be surprised if you used one of these slang words, Japanese slang words. Only Japanese speakers, only Japanese speakers think that Japanese. No, no, only Japanese words that. See, this is my English practice. But anyways, here's an example word. The kind of words that I'm thinking of. Introducing to you. So today's expression is ima ima. It's like a duplicated version of ima. Ima means now, and ima ima means right now. There's a huge difference, even though some people still think ima ima is not an acceptable word. Well, this new usage has been around for at least 5 to 10 years, and the past couple of years we've seen wide adoption, and I think it's okay. It has become okay to use this in how can I say in a business communication or a business meeting with other people attended from outside of your company or something. Where you're supposed to use a decent language. So it's informal, but people use it in email, over the phone, and yeah, I think it's okay. So the meaning is basically the same as ima, but I think ima refers to a narrower time frame than ima does. So when a speaker needs to narrow down, to wants to be specific to the current something, current problem, current situation, current status, whatever, he or she may use this ima ima instead of ima. So I'll give an example. I'll give an example sentence. So say you are in charge of a project or something. You are leading a project, and you are giving a quick rundown on the project. To your boss, reporting to your boss or a stakeholder, and probably you are talking too much. You are talking too much. You are explaining too much. Everything from A to Z, and your boss may be irritated uh, with your prolonged, slow explanation or too much information. And what this boss actually wants from you is a quick update, the latest information. What's happening. He or she just wants to make sure that everything is going fine and nothing funny is happening. So in this case, this boss could say something like this: プロジェクトの全体像の話はいいから、今の状況を報告してよ。So saying 今の状況, the current situation, is quite different from 今の状況. So it shows irritation, needs, um, you know. So I think this is I think this is a perfect example for for my assumption. I mean, like I said, slang words are only used among native speakers, and maybe as a foreign language learner, it doesn't make much sense to learn these slang words. But at the same time, because these new words are born out of necessity, they are being born or created by native speakers. Native speakers are always coming up with new ways of saying things, to express their opinions or ideas, concepts in a more succinct way or eloquent way. So they should reflect something about the culture and the people who use it. So I think learning these should shed a light on the language and the people. How native speakers of that language think and conduct business. So this this new word ima reflects our need of acceleration. I mean, everything is accelerating in our era. It's kind of cliche, but it's true. We need to get more things done. Within a specific time frame. So I hear people are always using this. Ima, and some people are still how I guess annoyed by this new usage, saying that ima and ima are exactly the same and they do mean the same thing. So there's no reason to adopt a new word. So it's always like balancing the need and how can I say the minimum vocabulary. I think there's this dynamics going on. The reason why some people are annoyed is because they think if there's no need, we naturally try to reduce the amount of vocabulary we use on a regular basis. That requires more brain power or brain cells, whatever. So I think this balance is and about this word ima, the balance is changing. So the past couple of years we've seen a huge adoption, and I think it's almost acceptable in any situation, even if it's business communication. It'll be just fine to use this word. If it's just a meeting with your colleagues, perfectly legitimate. So I think this is a very popular word. I would say 90% of business people in Tokyo would recognize what this means, and yeah. So this is it for this video, and I'm actually thinking of doing the videos that are coming next to this one, both in English and in Japanese. So if you are an advanced Japanese learner, well, maybe you might find my Japanese version more informative, helpful, because I should be able to be more, fluent. Of course, So I'll be speaking English in the former half of the video, and in the latter half of the video, I'll be speaking Japanese. Okay, so here I will switch from English to Japanese. というわけでですね、日本語でもちょっと話しておきたいんですけれども、現代日本語の表現と言葉ということでですね、日本語の今ネイティブスピーカーが東京で使っているような表現だとか言葉とか、俗語、新語と言われているようなものですね、を説明するビデオシリーズが作れればなと思っています。で、最初の表現、例として挙げているのが今今という単語です。これは今というのが2つ重なっているわけですね。今今。強調しているわけですね。日本語だとこういう表現ってよくありますね。例えば赤っていうred ですね。赤があったときに赤赤。それはすごく赤いってことですね。大体赤赤っていうのは何か赤赤と火が燃えてるとかですね。それぐらいしか使わないか。赤赤としたそうですね。花とかですね。青々と茂る森とかですね。こうやって言葉を重ねて強調するってよくあるんですけど、今今っていう単語は意外となかったんですね。実際には100年ぐらい前からあったらしいんですけど、今の用法で使われるようになったのはここおそらく数年のことだと思います。で、ここ2、3年ですごい勢いで、普及している、使われるようになっているように私は思います。で、その2つの単語の違いですけれども、今っていうのは、現在の時間を指すわけですね。現在っていう何か時間単位を指すわけですね。1日かもしれないし、 今週の話かもしれないし、今月の話かもしれないし、今年かもしれないですけれども、とにかく今っていうのはある、自分がいるその時間のある幅を示すわけですね。で、今って言った時にはそれがもっと狭い範囲になるんですね。逆に言うと、もっと狭めたいっていう、その話し手のニーズがあるときにこの単語が使われるように思います。というのでですね、例えば例文として挙げたんですけれども、あるプロジェクトのなんでしょうね、責任者をやってるとしてですね、上司に報告をしていると。で、その時に1から0まで全部報告していると、まあ、長くなっちゃうというような時にですね、まあ、例えばですね、説明していると。で、その時に上司がですね、非常にやっぱりイライラしたりしてですね、時間がないわけですね。そんなのいちいち全部聞いてらんないよと。もう早く手短に肝心なところだけ話せよという、そういう気持ちの時にですね、プロジェクトの全体像の話はいいから、今今の状況を報告してくれよと。俺が知りたいのは今今の状況なんだよと。全部聞いてんじゃねえよと。こういうようなことを言うわけですね。で、こういうシチュエーションはすごく私には想像がつきやすくて、実際に使われてるんじゃないかななんて思います。もう一つ実例を挙げるとですね、例えば何かトラブルが起こっていると。で、電話でトラブル解決する側と、トラブルを解決したい側がですね、電話で話しているときに、今トラブルどうなってるんですかと。電話で話すと。今今の状況を教えてくださいよというような時にはこれはですね、例えば電話で障害のお話をしているときに、障害が起こっていることを把握していますと、ただいま取り組んでおりますと、障害の対策に取り組んでいますというようなことを言うとですね、聞きたい側はですね、イライラしてですね、じゃあ今どうなっているのかとにかく教えてくれよというようなことを言うことができると思います。というようにですね、この新しい単語が出てきた背景には何かみんな焦ってるわけですね。忙しいわけですね。みんな、インナーハリーなわけですね。それは多分何か日本社会のこの加速感を表しているんじゃないかと私は思っています。というように、この日本語の新しい言葉遣いを調べたりとかですね、考えたりすると、より現代日本人の姿が見えてくるんじゃないかというのがこのビデオシリーズの狙いです。狙いです。なんかものすごい大げさですね。ということでですね、ちょっと今回一例だけですけれどもやってきました。というので、もしこういうコンテンツお気に召せば、こういうコンテンツもっとやってよと、面白かったよという、エンカレッジング、サポーティブなご意見がいただけるようであれば、前向きなご意見がいただけるようであれば、ぜひポジティブな反応を示していただけると、やる気が出て嬉しいなと思います。よろしくお願いします。